Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back and welcome to Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And one more feature I'm going to add you guys. The fourth one is share my videos. Share my videos, share the link, share, like send it to friends, however you can, you guys, and let them watch. I'm going to be doing my WWE Monday Night Raw reactions. The first Monday Night Raw of November 1st, but today, you guys, I'm doing it on November the 2nd. Gotta get ready to go here in a few minutes, you guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the Monday Night Raw review. So they had the opening where they were going to have the WWE Raw Women's Championship on the line. We've seen that heated confrontation between Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair last Monday on Monday Night Raw. You guys, I have to say that promo, you guys, between those two women, you guys, which was definitely phenomenal. I have to say it was great and all that good stuff, you guys, and it definitely built the match up that they had last night on Monday Night Raw. So the match started off where they were shoving each other in the face. Then Becky Lynch ends up slapping Bianca Belair. Throughout the match, you guys, Bianca Belair hits a gut buster onto Becky Lynch, and then Becky Lynch attempts to do a disarmer, but Belair was fighting out. Belair, you guys, she was also doing like this military press thing, up in the air, you guys, and then she had that little crying face, just as she did when she fought Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. And you guys, I guess emotions really get to her, you guys, when she feel like as if she's about to win, and then she kind of lets down herself just a tad bit, not too much, but just a tad bit. And you guys, I paid attention to that last night in Raw. I was like, dang, I just seen this at WrestleMania, where she looked like she was gonna cry every time she does the military press in the air on a person. It happens. Then you guys, Bianca Belair hits a glam slam and tries for the pin on Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch ends up kicking out. Becky Lynch ends up getting put up. Well, Bianca Belair had Becky Lynch up for the KOD. Becky was reaching for the rope in the corner, and then she ends up pulling off the turnbuckle pad, and then that's when Bianca Belair ends up getting pushed by Becky Lynch at from the supposed turnbuckle. But the way I seen it, you guys, was when she was about to go head first into the turnbuckle thing, she put her hands in the way like that, not to break kayfabe or anything, but I'm just saying. But then you guys, Becky Lynch ends up rolling up Bianca Belair in a handful of tights and ends up retaining her Raw Women's Championship. So you guys, a lot of people have been saying that Becky Lynch, she still is sort of a face because people still cheer her. And just as we seen, people used to cheer Sasha. And they just cheer Bianca, especially when they had their match at WrestleMania. Let's go Sasha, let's go Belair, and so on and so forth like that, you guys. But then again, you guys, we end up seeing Becky Lynch, like I said, retain her Raw Women's Championship. Who will be the next person to step up and face Becky Lynch? Will they do that two belts thing where they'll have Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch, winner takes all at Survivor Series? We will definitely have to see, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so. But you guys, I gave that rating on that match a 2.6. It was okay, not really good, but it is what it is. Let's continue on. Then you guys, the second match of the night, we had Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio with Dominic, of course. You guys, throughout this match, Austin Theory does that patented drop kick that he always does, and Rey Mysterio ends up hyping up as he always do when he does like the little springboard thing, and how Rey Mysterio hypes. So we done seen Rey Mysterio wrestle. I think he been wrestling ever since 1984 or 1990. But you guys, after the end, Austin Theory ends up drop kicking Rey Mysterio once again, And then there was a low drop kick by Rey Mysterio, you guys. And then Dominic ends up slapping Austin Theory as Rey had set up Austin Theory for the 619. Then referee looks at Dominic, you guys, and calls off the match. So I gave that match a 1.7. I felt that coming, you guys. I just didn't know if it was gonna be like Rey actually winning the match with Dominic's help or a disqualification. But either way, you guys, Austin Theory still win by disqualification. So you guys, who will Austin Theory target next? Hopefully, I feel like this may come down where Austin Theory may compete against the Rated R Superstar Edge, even though we haven't seen him ever since he fought Seth Rollins. And so wonder who Austin will face next. What's next for Dominic? What's next for not Dominic, but Rey Mysterio? Been wrestling for a long time. He's probably like a 25-30 year veteran right now. But like I said, you guys, it was an okay match, not really good. But anyways, then we had a promo, you guys, by Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was talking about the contract that he won last week, how he beat all his other 3 competitors in that match to gain, his that contract, and saying he gets to have the opportunity to get back the title that he wants. And so you guys, Big E ends up coming out and told Rollins that he was trying to congratulate him last week, but Rollins, was disrespecting Big E, for promo purposes, saying that that Big E doesn't need to be WWE champion. He don't want that responsibility. He should just go back and be a goofball with his friends, with King Woods, and said that King Woods thing was a joke, and then said that go back to Kofi Mania, which was a basic fluke or whatever he said last night. Then Kevin Owens, surprisingly, he ends up coming out, and you know how Kevin Owens, his slogan is fight Owens, fight, or keep on fighting, as he has it now. And then he wants back the WWE title too. And then, well, he wants the WWE title. And then he said that he should be champion. Kevin Owens wants to face Big E in the main event of Monday Night Raw, which it did indeed get approved by WWE officials. And it was surprising we didn't see Sonya Deville on Raw last night, even though we were probably not going to see Adam Pearce after, he was written off TV for a little while after the attack from Brock Lesnar on SmackDown the week before last. And so you guys, third match we end up having, which was Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley versus Queen Zelina and Carmella. So you guys, I felt like this was gonna happen because Queen Zelina and Carmella, they end up winning, but this is how they won, you guys. Rhea Ripley ends up getting pushed to the ring post on the outside by Carmella, and then that's when Nikki ASH was trying to reach for Carmella through the rope, and then that's when Zelina hopped onto the back of Nikki ASH and hit her with a sunset flip, followed by the pin. And so you guys, I felt that, like I said, I felt that WWE was going to do this simply because they had the New Day, and of course King Woods is king now, and they defeated the Usos last Friday on Friday Night SmackDown. Then with that, you guys, we just seen Zelina and Carmella win, so it looks like we're gonna have ourselves some tag team match, in the words of Theodore Long. You guys remember him? Holla holla holla, holla holla holla. All right, then you guys, the fourth match we had a match that I never seen before, which was pretty cool at the second least. But let me give a rating on that match with Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley. I give that rating a 1.8, simply because I already knew what was going to happen because of how they did Kofi and Woods on SmackDown, then Queen Zelina, and then Carmella. So it looks like we're going to have 2 tag team matches on Raw and SmackDown. But anyways, the fourth match, you guys, we had Finn Balor, a match I've never seen before. Finn Balor versus Chad Gable, of course, with Otis Dodovich. Well, dang, his name not Otis Dodovich no more. But anyways, you guys, that was a double foot stomp by Finn Balor. Chad Gable with the ankle lock, but Finn Balor ends up doing an arm bar, and then it was back again to the ankle lock. Then Finn Balor ends up getting out of that, and then a foot stomp. Then Chad Gable ends up suplexing Finn Balor on the top rope, but Finn Balor ends up like folding his legs over Chad Gable's legs, and then ends up doing like a cradle pin to pick up the victory. So I have to say, you guys, that was definitely pretty cool by Finn Balor to win against Chad that way. Probably next week we may see Finn Balor versus Otis. So is Chad Gable on his way out of WWE after losing this match against Finn Balor? We would definitely have to see, as there is still one more month after this month here. Then, you guys, on the fifth match, we seen the Street Profits versus the Dirty Dogs, which was pretty cool. Then Randy Orton and Riddle, they were getting ready to make their way down the ring to commentary. They also do have a new awesome theme song that I heard that we all heard last night, you guys, and it was just amazing. Orton, he was getting a lot of pop, you guys, last night. It was like, we want Randy, and they just kept on saying it, you guys. But Omos ends up coming down, you guys, and I don't know what happened through, like, how whatever Dolph Ziggler did. I just seen like a flash. I know you guys probably seen it too. I'm not sure if it was a super kick, but we seen Montez Ford get pinned by Dolph Ziggler and ends up losing the match. So, you guys, with that, I'm wondering, where is AJ Styles? Where is AJ Styles? I'm really wondering that right now. Because we've seen Omos for the past 2 weeks. We haven't seen AJ Styles since Crown Jewel. And so, wonder what's going to happen there, you guys. Then the sixth match of the night, you guys, we had Damian Priest versus T-Bar, which was one of my, of course, favorite matches, because when they fought last week on Raw, things got intense with Damian Priest. This is a new side of Damian Priest that I've never seen before. I thought Damian Priest was a joke. But anyways, you guys, it was like chairs, tables, kendo sticks, and the outcome, you guys, of Damian Priest ends up choke slamming T-Bar through the table that was set up on the outside, and then after then, you guys, that's when Damian Priest ends up hitting the Reckoning and picking up the victory. But it was more that went on to this match, you guys. But I don't want to waste you guys' time by telling you every single part that happened in the match. But Damian Priest ends up winning the match, and then after then, Apollo Crews ends up coming out, of course, with his Commander Aziz, and saying that he wants the United States title. So hopefully we'll see that match next week on Monday Night Raw. Then, you guys, we had a little promo where Becky Lynch saying who will be her next challenger. Then we see Liv Morgan ends up she ends up walking up to Becky, you guys, and Becky Lynch ends up walking away. Don't really see a point in this, you guys, unless they try to do something with Liv Morgan character. Then I really don't see no point. Then we get to the main event, you guys. We had Big E versus Kevin Owens. Throughout the match, you guys, Big E and Kevin Owens, they were definitely doing a pretty good job, I have to say the least. But Kevin Owens, he ends up coming up short, where Seth Rollins was on commentary. He ends up punching Big E in the face, as Big E and Kevin Owens ends up colliding heads. And so after then, you guys, Big E ends up winning the Big E ends up winning the match, you guys, by roll up on Kevin Owens. And so after the match, Kevin Owens basically saying that that Seth Rollins, was, I guess, trying to help him or something like that. But Big E, he also didn't believe that him and Kevin Owens worked on the same page. And then so it looks like it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins next week on Raw, and possibly Big E on commentary. But then again, you guys, that is it for your WWE Monday Night Raw review, November 1st, 2021. Tonight, we got WWE NXT 2.0. After Halloween Havoc, we seen Solo Sequoia debuted last week. The Usos' younger brother. We seen Tommaso Ciampa retain his title. We seen What else we seen? We seen Mandy Rose become new NXT champion. We seen the return of Dakota Kai attacking Raquel Gonzalez. But we're just going to see what all going to happen tonight, you guys, on NXT 2.0. Thank you guys so much for watching Chris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Subscribe, 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 and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.